Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of These Homestead. My name is Derek, and today I want to take a minute here to welcome all you new viewers and welcome all you returning viewers and say thank you for sticking around. For 2024, I sort of did a change here, sort of adjusted my channel a little bit, still doing homesteading, but at the same time doing a lot of preparedness and trying to help everyone get prepared in case of an emergency. You lose a job, fire, earthquake, hurricane, tornado, government collapse, whatever. Trying to help you get prepared just like your grandparents would have and people back in the Depression era and stuff like that. So that's the goal of the channel. So if you're interested in that type of content, consider clicking subscribe, hit that like button, and share this video with your friends who you also want to help them get more prepared. Hey, if you're interested in entering the contest for the Encyclopedia of Country Living and then also for the autographed Joel Salatin book, make sure at the end of this video I'll have a video linked for you to go back and enter the contest. So it's on emergency wisdom, so make sure you watch that video all the way to the end of the contest, and that ends here at the end of this month in February. So make sure you get this done soon. Don't waste any time if you want into this contest. Like I said, signed autographed Joel Salatin book, it's a good thing to have. If you were saving up money for the emergency fund, like we talked about in the original video that started this whole series off at the beginning of January, then you should be at $210 is what you should be at for this week. So make sure you're there. If you're not there, do what you can to get caught back up. Make sure you get a second job, sell something that you don't need anymore, something along those lines. Get yourself caught back up. $210, that's where you should be. And if you missed that at the end of this, along with that video that I was talking about for the contest, on the other side of the screen will be a playlist that is this whole series on getting prepared for emergencies and stuff like that. So you can click on that and find out more information. Hey, we're going to try something new today for today's video. Today's video is about a topic that would have been a lot of just me standing here talking and not a whole lot of action. So I wanted to try something different. So we're going to try doing AI. Yep, I don't know why I'm trying it, but we're going to try it. I actually did the video. I sort of like the way it came out. There's a couple of scenes and stuff that I wasn't crazy about that I'd sort of like to adjust, but that'll come in time. Right now, I'm still sort of new at this, so we'll see what happens as far as AI creating a video. But hey, down in the comments, once you've watched this video, down in the comments, let me know, what do you think? For the talking head videos where there's not a whole lot of moving around and I'm not really showing you doing anything, or I'm not showing you products or anything like that, what do you think about doing one of these AIs or two of these AIs a month, just to sort of break up the monotony a little bit and give you something else to look at? So let me know what you think of it down in the comments down below. All right, hey, I hope you enjoy this, and we'll see you later. Have a good day.
Picture this. The year is 1929. The world is about to enter one of its most challenging periods, the Great Depression. A time of profound economic hardship, the Great Depression was a period where the world was cloaked in the shadow of widespread unemployment and poverty. The stock market crashed, businesses failed, and jobs evaporated. It was a time when making ends meet became a Herculean task for many. The world was in a state of turmoil and uncertainty, the likes of which had never been seen before. Yet, amidst all this chaos and hardship, there was a glimmer of hope. The human spirit, resilient and indefatigable, shone through. People found ways to survive, to keep going, even when the odds were stacked against them. They discovered strength they never knew they possessed, and found innovative ways to weather the storm. One of the defining characteristics of this era was the resourcefulness of the people. Waste was a luxury no one could afford. Everything had a purpose. Everything was used to its fullest extent. Clothes were mended, not replaced. Food was stretched out to last as long as possible. Nothing was taken for granted. This was also a time of great community spirit. People came together, helping each other in ways big and small. Neighbors shared meals, families took in relatives, and communities banded together to provide support. In the face of adversity, people found strength in unity. The Great Depression was undeniably a time of immense hardship. but it was also a testament to the strength and resilience of the human spirit. It was a time when people found ways to not just survive, but to thrive in the face of adversity. Now, with that historical backdrop painted, let's dive into the stories of survival and resilience from this era. Let's explore how this indomitable spirit, this ability to adapt and overcome, can serve as a beacon of hope and inspiration for us today in our own personal battles and challenges. Let's delve deep into the mindset of the Depression era. In the face of adversity, individuals found unique ways to cope and survive. Let's take a journey back in time to the heart of the Great Depression, where we'll meet the Harrison family. The Harrisons were like many families during this era, living modestly in a small town in the American Midwest. But what set them apart was their spirit of resilience, a spirit that would become their lifeline in the years to come. Mr. Harrison, a carpenter by trade, found himself jobless when the local sawmill closed down. Rather than succumbing to despair, he used his skills to create handcrafted furniture from discarded wood, turning a crisis into an opportunity. He started a small home-based business, selling his creations to his neighbors and nearby towns. His innovative approach to earning income is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, demonstrating that even in the toughest of times, there are opportunities for those willing to seek them out. Mrs. Harrison was equally resourceful. With money tight, she turned to repurposing and recycling materials to make ends meet. Old clothes were transformed into quilts, worn-out tires became planters, and leftover food scraps were used to feed the chickens. Nothing was wasted. Every item, no matter how small or insignificant, was seen as a resource to be utilized. Their children, too, exemplified resilience. They helped their parents in their endeavors, learning the value of hard work and the importance of family unity. They were taught to find joy in simple pleasures, like a game of marbles or a homemade apple pie. This instilled in them a sense of hope and positivity, reinforcing the idea that happiness isn't dependent on material wealth. The Harrisons are just one example of the countless families who navigated the Great Depression with resourcefulness and perseverance. They faced their struggles head-on, refusing to let adversity defeat them. Their story serves as a powerful reminder of the strength that lies within us all. Despite the odds, they found a way to keep a positive mindset, proving that resilience can be a beacon even in the darkest times. But it wasn't just individuals who were resilient, communities banded together too. In the heart of the Great Depression, there was a small town in Nebraska that illustrated the power of community. As the economic hardship swept across the nation, this community, like many others, was hit hard. Yet, they found a way to persevere. In this town, people realized that their strength lay in unity, so they decided to pool resources and share what little they had. A family with a successful vegetable patch would share their bounty with their neighbors. In return, they might receive eggs from a family that had chickens, or wood for heating from someone who had access to timber. This wasn't just about sharing physical resources either. It was about sharing emotional support too. They came together for shared meals, turning the act of eating into a communal event. These shared meals were more than just sustenance. They were a way to lift spirits, to share stories, and to remind each other that they were not alone. They also established cooperative farming initiatives. By working together, they were able to cultivate larger areas of land and yield more produce. This not only increased their chances of survival, but also fostered a sense of camaraderie and mutual reliance. And then there was the barter system. Money was scarce, but skills and goods were not. A local carpenter might repair a neighbor's roof in exchange for home-cooked meals. A seamstress might mend clothes in return for fresh produce. This system of exchange helped them navigate through the economic hardship, but it also strengthened their interconnectedness, reinforcing the feeling that they were all in this together. This story of community support during the Depression era is not unique to that small town in Nebraska. Similar stories unfolded across the country, proving that when times are tough, communities can come together in extraordinary ways. This era showed us that in trying times, the power of community can be a lifeline. So, what can we learn from these Depression-era stories of survival and resilience? Well, the key takeaway is that these individuals were not extraordinary beings, but ordinary people like you and me. They were able to weather the storm due to their resilience, frugality, perseverance, resourcefulness, and community support, all of which combined to form a positive mindset that saw them through the darkest times. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, was a common trait among those who survived the Depression era. It wasn't about being knocked down, but about getting back up, dusting themselves off, and continuing forward. This relentless spirit and never-give-up attitude was a cornerstone of their survival. Frugality also played a significant role. In an era where resources were scarce, every penny counted. The people of the Depression era knew the value of a dollar and made sure nothing was wasted. This mindset of living within one's means and appreciating what one has is a lesson we can all benefit from. Perseverance, too, was a key factor. The road wasn't easy, and there were many hurdles along the way. But the people of the Depression era kept going, kept striving, and never lost sight of their goals. This unwavering determination and steadfastness is something we can all learn from. Resourcefulness was another crucial quality. In the face of scarcity, they found innovative ways to make do with what they had, turning obstacles into opportunities. This ability to adapt and improvise is a testament to the human spirit's ingenuity. And lastly, community support. The Depression era was a time when people leaned on each other, shared what they had, and worked together for the common good. This sense of solidarity and mutual support is a powerful reminder of the strength that lies in unity. In the face of adversity, the human spirit can shine the brightest. The Depression era teaches us that even in the toughest times, positivity and resilience can guide us through. Now, you might be wondering, how can we apply this Depression era mindset in today's world? Let's ponder on this together. The lessons from the Depression era can be applied to modern-day challenges, providing us with a blueprint to navigate through life's adversities. Firstly, resilience. It's about bouncing back, not letting failures define you. Next, frugality. It's being mindful of our consumption, appreciating what we have, and making the most out of it. Then, there's perseverance, the ability to keep going despite obstacles. It's about not giving up on your goals, regardless of how daunting they may seem. Resourcefulness is about thinking creatively, finding solutions in the most unlikely places. And lastly, community support. It's about leaning on each other, helping one another. So in your own life, consider how you can practice these virtues. Remember, history is not just about the past. It's about learning from it. And the Depression era has plenty to teach us about staying positive in tough times.